Good evening. This is a bad deck. This deck is bad, but are we still going to play it? Are we still going to enjoy it? Absolutely. I am hyped. Uh, Hand looping is one of my favorite things to do in the majority of games that I play, especially in Magic, especially in Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, unfortunately, they banned all the cards that I like to play. For example, delinquent duo, not even in the game. I just know how to spell delinquent. Yeah, not even in the game. Can't even search it. Confiscation. Do you see it? Do you see that card here? It's gone. Where is it? They banned them all. But we have two cards that are still viable for hand open. We have drop off and drastic drop off. This is when our opponent adds cards to their hand, their draw phase, they discard it. When they search a card or cards, they have to discard one of them with drastic drop off. So what is the great shell that we decide to put these two cards in? Let me tell you, it's counter fairies. Counter fairies are an archetype of cards, I guess, that do stuff when you counter trap. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have the highest hopes for this deck, but I like all these cards. I like the idea of being able to stick just a whatever fairy and just have a bunch of back row, and it's good enough. Is this the worst version of an Eldritch style deck you could play? Absolutely. But is this twice as fun? 3 times as fun? Absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of talk about the cards for a little bit, and then we're going to get into some live games on Twitch TV / Echelon 3000 where I play all my matches. I'm not going to cherry pick. We're going to play all the games, and we'll see how it goes. So first off, Bountiful Artemis. Every shot counter traffic activated, draw a card. Obvious. Play it, draw cards. We need cards so that we can keep dropping them off on our opponent. Melatow, the Sage of the Sky. Each time a counter is activated, you gain 1,000 life points. And if you have a Sanctuary in the Sky in the field, you destroy a card. One card. Untargeted. Xeridas, Herald of the Heaven. You can discard to add a Sanctuary Sky card from your deck to your hand. If it's not in the field, then destroy this card. This card is not great, but we need to have Sanctuary in the Sky for a couple of our cards to be good, like Divine Punishment, so it's important to play. Guiding Ariadne is insane. When it's destroyed by battle or card effect, you get to reveal 3 counter traps from your deck, put 1 in your hand. Or if it's in the pen zone, you don't pay life points to activate counter traps, you don't discard cards to activate counter traps. This is good for the Solemn Brigade, good for the 1 Rebirth of Parshat. Very, very good card. Playing 3. Minerva and Power Ranger Valkyria are both the searchers in the deck when you activate counter traps. Minerva searches for counter traps. Power Ranger Valkyria searches for light fairies. Not great, but we still play 1 of each in case we're trying to go for a longer game. Sacred Arch Air Knight Parshat is the Garnet that we summon off of Rebirth. 3-card Demise because we're needing to draw a lot of cards to take out our opponent. 2-Pot Desires. I'm uncertain about this card. I don't know if it's necessarily better than Extravagance or not, but I think that just being able to draw 2 unconditionally when we need to is generally good, and I imagine it's going to be better than most other cards, so we're playing it. 1 Sanctuary Disguise is the target for our Xeridas. It's the field spell, doesn't do anything. It makes the battle damage with Fairy 0 not irrelevant, but kind of irrelevant most of the time. The real hitter of the deck is the Sanctum of Parshat. This card's name becomes Sanctuary in the Sky while it's on the field. Fairy monsters on the field gain 300 attack events, and set spell traps cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. Harpy's Feather Duster, Twin Twisters, all these cards that are, even Lightning Storm, all these cards that are very good against you just can't activate when you have this card set. It's awesome. Also, once per turn, you can target a total of 3 fairy monsters and or counter traps with different names and place them on top of your deck in any order. Imagine you top deck a card Demise. You can put your drastic drop off, your fairies back on top of your deck after you use them, draw some more cards, you get to keep going. So this is a very strong card. We've explained drop off, Solemn Judgment, everyone knows. Drastic drop off, we've explained. Divine Punishment is just another Solemn if you have Sanctuary in the Sky. It's great. Strike is obvious, and Rebirth is one where you have to reveal a counter trap, discard a card, and pay 1,000 to negate the activation of any card, and then special summon Parshat. This card is not great, but if you get to summon off it, it's decent. So, that's the list. The extra deck is irrelevant. I even Do I even have the synchro? I do. We'll add it. Who cares? The extra deck is not really relevant, I would say. You generally, I'm gonna re-add my Daigusto back. You really don't use it for the most part. Pretty much you're gonna use it in tech situations if you feel like you need it. Your fairy should be carrying you most of the way in terms of what you're gonna control with. So play whatever you want. Play whatever you think is right. All right, this is my nightmare of a deck. I'm super excited to take this into some games. Let's see how it goes. Let's go. First real game with counter fairy. We're gonna see if we know anything. Going first is the best step. The perfect first step. So now, what we're hoping for are good cards. Okay. We're gonna pen this. Do I have to pen the other one just to draw cards? I think I do. So I'm gonna activate Pot of Desires. I guess I should have activated Pot of Desires first. Okay, so we draw a Melitol. We don't have card Demise, so I think we're actually going to normal summon Bountiful Artemis. Set drop off, activate card Demise. Oh, draw Zeradius. Perfect, perfect. It makes me a little upset that I didn't summon Melitol, but now we have drop off. Oh, there we go. That's it. We're out here looping. What do we get rid of? Excuse me. Could you drop that? Hands where I can see him. Drop it. What do I get rid of? Galaxy Expedition. Drop it. Okay, you're rotating me? Okay. I have no idea if this is good. So you're adding a Photon Vanisher. Okay. Hands where I can see him. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Draw card. No. This is gonna be bad. We're dead. It's okay. It's okay. It's all part of the learning experience. We're one card demise away from taking over this game. It's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. Increase it to 8. So, do they have a way to get these tokens off the field? Oh, they do. Okay. Oh, they just make Photon and then they go that way. Where are they at? What's she getting? Oh, they got another expedition. Oh, it would have been so good. Man. If I could have gotten this third drop off on, oh, that would have been nice. If the cards were just a little bit flipped and we drew the Melitol off the first one and had a second drop off, oh, that'd be sick. Oh, so I'm just dead? Well, they have to get a second monster, so here's Hope. Hope is here. Okay. I take no battle damage, sorry. Sorry. Your princess is in another castle. When a spell card or effect is activated on the field, okay. It's fine. Rebirth of Parshath. So I think we're gonna have to set that so that we can discard drop off. Oh, we don't pay cost, correct? We still have to So we still have to be able to reveal drop off, so we can't get the card out of their hand. But this might be able to save us. Why didn't you gain 1,000? Weird. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Just come on. Come on. Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards. No. So we're going to activate. We're going to be able to show up strike. We're going to get the card out of their hands. Hopefully they activate something in response, and then we rebirth a Parshath. Got rid of it. They didn't. That's bad. They're just going for it. Well, rough first game with the fairies, but it's okay. We're gonna bounce back. We're gonna bounce back. I've reached a state of zen, which lets me know I knew I was gonna go first. It also lets me know that I'm going to hand loop my opponent and win the game because of it. Are you prepared? I'm prepared. Now, if we're both prepared, let's make it happen. All right, this is kind of the worst case scenario, but that's okay. Even in the worst case scenario, Max C, all day long to activate a Max C. Do it twice. You're discarding your cards for me. Oh, that's amazing. That is absolutely phenomenal. I think I'd rather draw random cards than Power Ranger Valkyria. No! Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's so bad. This is bad. Oh no! That could have been so much better than it was. But what, you're playing 3-6. Oh, tanky. Look, a weaker streamer would cut off the video right now. Be like, no, absolutely not. I don't want anyone to see this game. And you'd be right. Here we are again, the second game. There was no game that happened in between there. Not that I know. Definitely didn't play a Cartomize and die because I drew a lot of monsters. That did not happen. I'm going first. See? I said I was going to go first. Remember that? It was great. Great. So now we're going to try again. This time, because we only lost one game. Oh, come on. All right. This isn't terrible. So, because I only have one negate, I'm inclined to use Melitol. So here we go. I believe that I'm going to have to wait to negate. So the searching would be good here, obviously, but I'm hoping that I just draw a trap card. I can also another card and get advantage that way, but we'll see. Then we have a Melitol, the Sage of the Sky. I feel like I am the Sage of the Sky if I really think about it. Okay, so you're using a White Stone of Legend. So Blue Eyes, nasty stuff. This is beatable. Okay. This is good. Okay. You're linking this off so you get a Blue Eyes into your hand. That's okay. I'm going to negate an alternative. I negate alternatives. And now I can destroy a Link Karibo? We're doing it. Are we Yu-Gi-Oh players? Or are we legends? So they're reviewing the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and they're like, alternative. Oh, I'm alternative White Dragon. Crystal Beast alternative White. Oh no! Why didn't you attack? No! Don't do that. No! Baby, no, please, please. Why you gotta be that way? This song is very apt because my purpose here is to lose with counter fairies until my head explodes. Another Mellow the Sky Sage. It's the perfect card. Well, you thought we weren't gonna Mellow the Sky Sage. Like, I'm here to tell you, we are. He's the Sky Sage. Let's see, can we just talk the fact that we've drawn 4 monsters in 7 cards? Oh, hilarious. What are you gonna do? I'm attacking your Link Revo. And I'm gonna negate it. And I'm gonna pop your alternative. I want you to know. I just want you to know. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Cool, man. Divine Punishment. Pop the alternative. I will. Oh no, they have the Monster Reborn card. They might not. Okay. We need a Pod Desires. Real bad. Real bad. Maybe they have nothing. They might just have a bunch of Blue Eyes in their hand. You never know. See, they're Pod Desiresing. I think they have Max C. That's what I think they have. Or like an Effect Veiler, maybe. Effect Veiler is playable in, Alright. Sage is good. We can beat a Sage. Yeah. Do you have a thing? Do you have a thing? A Cards of Consonance? So the Cards of Consonance, it's a card that basically revolves around the letters B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, sometimes Y, and Z. Cards of Consonance. Everyone knows. So now they make another Lingaribo. Oh, they did have the Monster Reborn. Oh, you hate to see it. That's how that goes. If only we could beat the Monster Reborn. So this is it's not going great, but we're gonna try again. All right. Last game to redeem ourselves here. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Can we do this? Can we win a game ever? Definitely going to activate Guiding Ariadne and then set a bunch of cards. And we have to activate Sanctum because apparently Twin Twisters is a card. We can't let them target my face downs. All right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hands where I can see it. Drop that off. Drop that off. Dark Lord. Okay, that's fine. Allure of Darkness. That's okay. I'm going to wait on that because trading. Okay. Man, I kind of want to Judgment that. I'm not going to. I'm going to make sure I Judgment the Ichscale, if anything. Because Ichscale is going to try to add stuff, and I'm not having it. Banishment. There we go. Okay, you're adding a card to your hand. What are you adding? Ichgel. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, hands where I can see them. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Get out of here. Get that in the graveyard. Mr. Sandbag. Hard destruction. Bet. Okay. Look how much value we're getting. Just bleeding value right now. Contact. Nope. Not letting you. I bet you want that, don't you? Bet you want a contact. But not today. Okay, can I draw a draw spell, shuffle everything top of my deck, and then go? Melittle. This is not as good. The classic ran out of gas. I don't know, we got rid of a lot of stuff. They might not have a ton left. Is this a... I'm just not even reading it. Oh, they have a second banishment. So banishment's gonna search. Oh, second-ish. So now they're off to the races. But they still have to discard. Okay, so they got Ishko, they drew some cards. Do you have another contact? If you don't have another contact, we're in this game. Light barrier. Okay. Wow, and they have contact again? Come on. Don't be that way. You're making your bird. Get your Ichgel. This is symmetrical? Symmetrical. Okay, at the very least, if we draw a draw spell, we'll be able to get a counter trap plus Melittle into our hand. So that's okay. You only like to make one contact a turn? Okay. So they're just getting a backup contact for their follow-up play, which makes total sense. So we need to draw a card of demise right off the top. That's what we need. Oh. And that is that. That is that. Oh, heartbreaking, but you know, it happens. So, okay, we're back. That did not go well. I really thought that if you could set up a board with 2 hand disruptions off searches, one on their draw step, one with like drastic drop off, plus some counter traps and just a good monster, it would work. I thought it would work. It didn't. So we saw that one deck played through it very easily. One time we bricked, we just drew a little too many monsters, and the other time it was against that Dark Lord opponent, but they just had time. We didn't see enough draw spells in order to get through. If I was going to play this any second time, I would add more draw spells. I think that you have to be able to plus as often as possible. So, and I think that I think Cardomize is good in this deck because it just rips you through the deck, but you gotta see it more often. So I would probably end up cutting one of the Meltile. The issue is that you need to get to your cards faster. All the other cards kind of plus you, but this one just destroys cards on the field, which isn't always great. Sometimes you just need to get more cards, especially if you're trying to get to a point where you're trading one for one because of your drop offs and because of your drastic drop off. Um, so I think only two of that card is necessary. Definitely playing less than three copies of any of the cards in the deck is going to make Pot Desires worse. Um, so with that being said, I also think that we need to shave a Guiding Ariadne. The card is incredibly strong, but I think that if we add more consistency to the deck, we're going to find it more often. And so I think that it's going to be, I think that it's not as necessary. Next to that, though, I'm also going to add Pot of Extravagance. I think Pot of Extravagance is good because the extra deck is not super relevant. You know, pretty much as long as they don't get rid of, like, as the deck randomizer doesn't get rid of Phoenix, Masquerena, Unicorn, I don't know, Bistweller. I don't really care what we get rid of. Um, the cards that I'm likely going to cut, I'm not certain Pot Desires is good enough. I think I'm going to play one. And I think you could make an argument to cut the Pot Desires to add a Minerva. Um, just activate a counter trap, get a counter trap to your hand, ensures that you're going to follow up on the next turn. It's how you plus when you're drastic dropping, when you're trading one for one, you're still getting a card. So I think that Minerva is probably good enough to play two of. Maybe I don't know. It's hard to say. I also think that maybe Zerdius is not great because you only have one to search. So maybe we cut a Zerdius, we add the other Minerva, we keep like this. If I'm going to play this deck again, this is what I'm going to play. I don't think this deck is competitive, but I do think it's funny. Um, I think that there always has been a shell for kind of a counter fairy style deck with these cards if the control elements are there. Theoretically, you could be playing a ton of other good trap cards. You could be playing Imperm. You could be playing Imperial Order. You could be playing, I mean, you could be playing Vanities as well, considering you don't special summon. But I wanted to try this deck with like turbo hand loop cards. Like you don't need to be playing these 6 cards, but it's just part of the deck. So we're gonna play it. Uh, thank you for watching. Sorry for saying the uhs and ums so often, but you know, this deck really makes me think. This deck is actually something I'm interested in, and I would like something like this to be viable. I'm not sure it is, but I hope you at least got a laugh out some of the games. I certainly did. I thought it was pretty funny to see myself get absolutely ranched. But if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe on YouTube. It helps me out. And remember, all these games were played on twitch.tv/echelon3000. I try to stream every day or every other day. And, you know, I play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! I try a lot of different decks, and I'm always trying to remain as competitive as I can. So, please check that out if you really enjoyed it. If you also want to follow my Discord, it's Discord at Echelon3000. There are links that can get you there. We talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! We talk about streaming. We talk about good meals. You should join. It's a fun time. All right. Have a good day.